This is me, Trace, the cameraman for Odom Racing, and you might be wondering what I'm doing in the driver's seat of a GT3 Porsche. I am also wondering the same thing. So, I'll be back to explain some of these laps a little later, but in the meantime, let's go to John and figure out why the cameraman is racing a car on Odom Racing's YouTube channel.
Hey guys, today we're at Dream Racing in Las Vegas. Scotty 1320's here, Trace behind the camera. We got a little bet today. Trace's wife Kenzie has bet. We don't know exactly what the bet is, but we're gonna know when we get back that Trace makes a faster lap time than me. Now you all know both of us have spent a bunch of time in a car, so we're gonna see who comes out better. So we got three of us now, so Scotty's jumped in on this bet. So we're all gonna do the 911 GT3 and we're gonna see who gets the fastest lap time. I hate you right now. So Trace knows how much I hate Mustangs, right? So he gave me a warm-up lap in a GT Fastback. So the funny part is you know that he owns a bunch of those. So if I beat him even in that car, it's really gonna look bad for Trace today. So you know what? We're gonna find out. Stay tuned.
Bro, if you beat him in a Mustang and you're in a Porsche, that's gonna be sad.
If I beat Trace in a Mustang,
it's gonna be sad.
But it's just, you know what I mean? But still, yes. Trace, did you hear that? I did not know this. The NASCAR, the GTR race car that he ran was rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's a car I raced. Really? Yeah.
That's him. That's
he's the exact car. That was I took that picture over in Spa, or at the Spa in Belgium.
Do you know 1320? You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
That's Scotty. Yeah.
Oh, you do know 1320 video?
Yeah, that's Scotty.
Cool.
Yeah, that's Scotty right there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Scott Witty. Nice to meet you too.
Steering, racing line, a lot of the stuff which are very different from the common driving. So it's a lot to take, but at the same time, you guys gas, brake, steer, dive. No. Shift. So we can go to the theory laps.
Go.
Is that okay?
Oh God, dude. So
Chrome blue.
So beautiful.
You know, Japanese, they like flashy stuff. So
Yeah, that's the guy I want to be when I grow up. So everybody's wondering. So I feel like Trace probably beat me in the Mustang.
Alright, I'm gonna pause the video right here. John, you actually did beat me by about 3 seconds in the Mustang. Congratulations. But let's get back to the Porsche. These were just our practice laps. We'd never been on the track before, so let's see what happens.
But then again, you know, it's a Mustang. But you know, it was actually fun. Learned a lot. Guys, super smart. Like, yeah. One thing I've learned about racing, coming to, you know, track racing, listen to everyone. Because, you know, some guys like this will be better than, you know, he's forgotten more than I'll ever know racing. So it's just cool to be hanging out.
Why do you say that I was faster than you in the Mustang?
Well, I mean, because you own a Mustang. And if you're not faster than me in a Mustang, we have a whole nother discussion later. All right, so what's a good time in the GT3 that we're running today?
I think at 35.
35? No, crap. Hey, you could get a 35. Me and Trace might be a 135.
No,
but
jokes aside, I think it's 55.
55? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that just 1 or 2 times, so
okay,
pretty good time.
All right, well, Trace, we know what we're gonna shoot for, but yeah, we'll see who's faster, but I don't know. Neither one of us drive Porsches, so we're gonna figure it out.
Well, and you guys have the same instructor, so don't blame the instructor.
Absolutely we will. That is a 100% what I'm gonna blame. Trace Carson, I'm gonna go out and kick your ass.
All right, the instructor said 55, 56.6. John's killing it out there. We'll see how he feels when he comes back.
I see why once you got used to that, it'd make it easy to be a track racer in that car. First time really in a GT3, took it around the track, we did 10 laps. I think I did pretty good. He said that I could drive, but I mean, you're talking to a real professional there, so he's probably just making me feel good today, but we were 55 or better, which he said was a good timer on this track, so we'll see what Trace does. Stay tuned, let's see what happens.
All right. Alright, finally, the fun part. Here we go with the laps coming into the front straight. As you can see, me on the top, John on the bottom, about the same speed. We're coming down to the braking zone, right where the lap starts at those double cones we just passed. The time has begun. Let's see who gets the faster lap time. Now, John has put in hundreds of laps at a ton of tracks. Laguna Seca, Sonoma, Willow Springs. He's an absolute beast, whether you're using the Ferrari, the Nismo GTR, the 50th anniversary GTR. He throws down some amazing times. Now, as we head into this right-hand corner, look at the sun just go into John's eyes here. So props, that shows you how good of a driver he is. I didn't have to deal with that quite as badly. Believe it or not, this is my third time ever on a real track in a real car. So I'm not as experienced as John said I was, but as you come into this long acceleration zone, it's really fun because you just tilt the wheel right, let off the gas, right back into it, hard braking zone as we do the final 180 into the final straight. And this part's a lot of fun because you just get to floor it and rev that GT3 out to 9,000 RPM. I couldn't believe it. So down the front straight, let's see who gets the faster time. But wait, I'm gonna stop it right there because the instructor made us wait until we were both done with our laps to figure out what times we got. So let's head over to the paddock and see who won.
Damn it! I think you beat me. I think you beat me. I think you beat me. The laps look good.
You did a 55.8, I told you that.
Yeah.
You did that? 55.8.
Oh!
No way.
Are you serious?
No way.
We don't did a 55.8. No! Are you serious? Dude, that is awesome! That's awesome! What did we tell kids?
I don't know. I get this is the perfect outcome, honestly.
Yeah.
That's super weird.
Dude, that is wicked.
That's so crazy.
It's crazy.
And there it is, guys. I could not believe it. We both got 55.8. We freaking tied at the end. Thanks to Mark for the iPhone footage. He caught us as we were getting the actual reactions and stuff. But guys, we were so pumped. Let's go see what the instructor has to say.
To me, it's so much better when I have people that know how to drive because
Yeah.
it's actually fun for me.
He was
because I'm
telling me,
competitive
he's like, you wouldn't believe the people I tell them to gas on, brake on, that when I tell them gas, they'll hit the brake.
That happens a lot. And it's not a joke. I mean, you think I'm joking, I'm not.
All right, so hey guys, today we're at Dream Racing, and of all things, my instructor is a GTR guy. Tell them a little bit about your history, because it's kind of crazy with what we do and what we race. We race GTRs even in the drag race series and in the circuit series. And so to have an instructor today that race, just tell them what you do. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a big coincidence actually, because I used to be a Nissan GTR driver in Japan. I used to compete there with the GTR Nismo GT3. So they told me about my jacket, and so, yeah, I raced the car. And then obviously we started
next
chatting,
thing you know,
next thing you know, also about the pista also.
Yeah,
I raced the Ferrari, the 488 GT3 Evo in Japan as well. So both cars he has, I drove in Japan. So what a coincidence.
Yeah, it's
right?
crazy.
Yeah,
Well, I want to tell you, it was cool. You know, one thing I learned about track racing, especially with guys like you, is, always listen, because you learn something every time, and you can't have enough information. So I want to tell you, I appreciate you coming out, or us coming out, hanging out with you, and you telling us sometimes. Cool. And thank you very much. I appreciate you a lot.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad you are. Thank you so much. That was dope. I definitely feel like I didn't push it as hard as I could have, but I don't want to fucking crash a Porsche, so. But yeah, wow, that was great. That was a lot better than the Mustang, tell you that for free.
Oh, nice.
Thank you so much.
Look at all the cars in there.
There you have it.
Okay, that's Trace. We just finished up at Dream Racing. I cannot believe that me and Trace tied. We had the same instructor though, so that's why he was that good. So he made us both equally as fast. So thanks to Dream Racing. Thanks for having us out today. It was amazing. Thanks for you being our instructor, especially, as much GTRs as you got.
Thank you guys for coming.
And Ferraris. So, and then, hey, you did good too.
Yeah. I saw your first lap, it was 56, and I was like, okay, my only goal is just to get under a minute.
And you did.
So I think at 59 or something like that, so I'm happy. The Porsche was incredible, obviously. German-made cars are always beautiful.
Mark, we still don't know what you ran.
Yeah, I know.
So we got to figure that out. We don't even know what his lap
It
time
might be
was.
a 54.
Yeah.
No,
Let's get
we'll
the video
see.
done
Ask
before we
him
find
if
out
he
then.
does. Okay.
And again, thanks guys. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Have a great day.